Hello, Ochoa! We're getting ready here for our first match of this World Championship. I will be your MC for this division. My name is Nick. And please welcome our game announcer, Holly. Now let's meet these teams. Starting off on the Blue Alliance, Team 7149 from Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey, Enforcers. Joining them, Team 18432 from Tripoli, Libya, Libotic Scout Team. Over on red, Team 11574 from Reno, Nevada, Incognito. And their alliance partners, Team 22940 from Almaty, Kazakhstan, Ienta. We're just about ready to play. Match one in 3, 2, 1, go!
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, there were like 5 people who came at me.
7149 Enforcers takes back ownership of a medium junction from the Blue Alliance, but the Red Alliance answers back to that by attempting to take back ownership of a medium junction. We're at 45 seconds left in our match here. We have some last-minute scoring going on. There's 2 cones from the Blue Alliance, 1 cone from the Red Alliance, 22-940. Aetna trying to make that 2 cones. 25 seconds left here in the endgame period of match number 1. 7149 has their beacon in hand, looking to score it onto a medium junction. That is ownership for the Blue Alliance. Also scoring a beacon is Team 18432, Libotic Scout Team. We got 5 seconds left. Red cone scored 1.
Now we're over here on field number 2. Let's hear it for these teams. Starting off on the Blue Alliance, Team 14496 from Escondido, California, Roboctopi. Joining them, Team 7172 from Plano, Texas, Technical Difficulties. Over on red, Team 14204 from Decatur, Illinois, Super Scream Bros. And rounding out the Red Alliance, Team 7244 from Thornsville, Pennsylvania, Out of the Box Robotics. We're ready to go in 3, 2, 1, go!
Match number 2 here in the Ochoa division. We see a lot of scoring attempts, but the first score is going to come from Team 7172, Technical Difficulties. Red Alliance is also able to score from Team 14204, Super Scream Bros. A lot of scoring going on here in this autonomous period. Blue Alliance looks to have scored 5 cones on a high junction, also an additional cone on another high junction.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
As for the Red Alliance, during the autonomous period, they were able to score 4 cones on a medium junction, 3 cones on a high junction. Now that we're in the driver-controlled period, Super Scream Bros just successfully scored on a low junction, followed right up by their alliance partner, 724, out of the box. 7172, Technical Difficulties, park themselves in that spot, and they use their 2 arms to reach to the substation and grab a Blue Alliance cone to score. We're down to 1 minute and 23 seconds left in the match. 14496, that's Roboctopi, headed towards a low junction, successfully scoring a Blue Alliance cone and coming back to the cone stack to retrieve another. Looking at an unofficial score right now of 142-102 as we come down to our last minute here in qualification match number 2. We see 7244 lifting up and scoring a Red Alliance cone. Also scoring a Blue Alliance cone right there. That was 14496 Roboctopi. Blue Alliance looking to catch up to this Red Alliance here, scoring all of the cones that they can. And that's our end game whistle right there. That's the last 30 seconds of the match. We see that 7172 Technical Difficulties has just picked up its beacon and is looking to place it on one of the junctions on the field. They go for a high junction, and that is ownership for the Blue Alliance. Looks like we also have another beacon on a high junction for the Red Alliance with 2, 1.
Now, before we meet the teams in match 3, let's get the scores from Okay, before match 3, let's see the scores for match number 1. And the winner is the Blue Alliance, 164 to 160. What a start for our first match. Now, let's meet the teams in match number 3. On blue, team 16458 from San Antonio, Texas, Techno Wizards. And their alliance partners, team 18438 from Beverly, Massachusetts, Wolfpack Machino. Over on red, we start off with team 19444 from Eindhoven, Netherlands, Lawrence Engineering. And rounding out the red alliance, team 19332 from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, QPS Saudi. Ochoa, let's get ready for match 3. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Qualification match number 3. Looks like we have a little collision in the center of the field, but our Blue Alliance robot is still able to score and is actually continuing to score cones by grabbing additional cones from the cone stack. Over on the other side of the field, we have another Blue Alliance robot continuously scoring cones from the cone stack. That's going to lead to a very high Blue Alliance score coming out of this autonomous period.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Blue Alliance unofficially able to put up 216 points in that autonomous period and seem to be off to a strong start. 16-4-58, Techno Wizards just placed the first piece of a circuit. They placed a cone in that corner area in the terminal, which you need to have filled if you want to create a circuit. As for the Red Alliance, we see 19-3-3-2 QPS Saudi reaching up and successfully scoring a Red Alliance cone onto a medium junction. Our other Red Alliance robot, 19-4-4-4 Lawrence Engineering, also successfully scores a Red Alliance cone onto a high junction, also taking back ownership of that junction. Red Alliance seems to be trying for a comeback right now. We've got 2 Red Alliance robots scoring. A lot of Red Alliance cones, a lot of Red Alliance junctions are currently owned. As for the Blue Alliance, we just saw 18-4-38 Wolfpack Machina put up a blue cone onto the high junction, and they come right back to their substation for another cone. We're at 45 seconds left in our match here. Blue Alliance has the lead, and they have the circuit. Red Alliance trying to catch up. Currently, they have a cone scored in one terminal. They'll need to score a cone in the other terminal if they're looking to make a circuit. As we have 20 seconds left in our match here, we just saw Wolfpack Machina take back ownership of a low junction with a Blue Alliance cone, and we see them now scoring their beacon. That is ownership of that low junction.
We're back here on field number 2, getting ready for match 4. But first, let's see the results from match number 2. That one went to the Blue Alliance by a score of 276 to 203. We've got 2 new teams ranked at the top of the division. Now let's meet the teams here on the field for match number 4. Starting off on blue, Team 7767 from Pomona, California, Blueprints. And their appropriately blue partners, Team 6417 from Rockville, Maryland. Make some noise for Blue Crew. Over on red, we have Team 6645 from Bismarck, North Dakota, Roboticus Maximus. And their red partners, Team 1002 from Marietta, Georgia, Circuit Runners Robotic Surge. We're ready to play match 4 in 3, 2, 1, go!
All 4 robots come to life as we spring into this autonomous period here in qualification match number 4. Our first score comes from Team 1002, Circuit Runners, who turn around to their cone stack and then make a second and now a third score on that medium junction. Meanwhile, on the Blue Alliance, we see two Blue Alliance robots cycling to the cone stack.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Now in the driver-controlled period, our Blue Alliance makes their first score with Team 7767. That's Blueprint scoring onto a high junction. Red Alliance answering back with Team 1002, Circuit Runners Robotics Surge, scoring a Red Alliance cone onto a low junction and now one into the terminal. At a minute and a half left in our match, we're looking at an unofficial score of 106-65 with our Red Alliance in the lead, but Blue Alliance trying to catch up to that. We just saw Team 7767 score, and now they're coming back for another, putting a blue cone onto a medium junction. Their alliance partner, Team 6417 Blue Crew, is lining themselves up to retrieve a cone out of the human player station called the substation. Team 6645 Roboticus Maximus herding a Red Alliance cone successfully into the terminal. 40 seconds left in this match as we see Circuit Runners Robotics Surge score onto a medium junction, take back ownership, but right as that happens, the Blue Alliance, Team 7767, takes back ownership of a high junction. We've got about 23 seconds left here in the match as robots scramble to score the last-minute cones before they go to the substation and retrieve their beacons, just as we saw 6417 Blue Crew do. And they're scoring their beacon onto a ground junction. The other Blue Alliance robot, 7767 Blueprints, scores their beacon onto the medium junction just before time expires here in qualification match number 4.
Next up on Ochoa, we're getting ready for qualification match 5. But first, let's get the scores from match 3. That one went to the Blue Alliance by a score of 280-85. A clean win by our Blue Alliance. Truly well done. We're already putting up some high scores on the board. I think Ochoa is going to keep raising the bar. Now let's meet the teams in match number 5. Starting off on blue, Team 9974 from Johnston, Iowa, Thor. And joining them, Team 21159 from Seoul, South Korea, Pizza. Over on red, we have Team 3658 from Eureka, Missouri, the Bosons. And joining them, Team 22683 from Heinsberg, Vermont, JV Robo Redhawks. let's get ready for match number 5. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Here in this autonomous period, we see one Red Alliance robot score. That's Team 22-683, the JV Robo Red Hawks. And they turn right back around to that cone stack and continue scoring cones. Blue Alliance doing the same courtesy of Team 9974 Thor. They currently have 2 cones scored on a medium junction, looking to score some more, but they're a little bit off the mark with their autonomous routine.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Now in the driver-controlled period, we see 3658, the Bozones. They were a little off in their autonomous period because of a collision with another robot, which messed up their Red Alliance cone scoring. But now they have scored a cone onto a high junction and onto a medium junction, earning points for the Red Alliance, who currently has a score of 61. 22-683 adding to that score by scoring a cone onto a high junction. Moving over to the Blue Alliance, we see Team 21152 Pizza retrieving a Blue Alliance cone from the substation. We're currently looking at a score of 132-56. Our Red Alliance is ahead as we come into just under 1 minute left here in qualification match number 5. Red Alliance looks like they could be trying to create a circuit this match. If they can create a line of own junctions, that is called a circuit. Team 22-683 JV Robo Red Hawks successfully score onto the high junction. Looks like there's about 7 or 8 cones just on that one high junction. 25 seconds left in the match. Looks like there's 3 robots still moving. Team 9974 playing this match for the Blue Alliance has just scored a beacon and a cone all in one cycle onto the low junction. Red Alliance, Team 3658, also scores their Red Alliance beacon onto a high junction. 3, 2, 1.
Now let's see the results from the Ochoa Division qualification match number 4. That one went to the Red Alliance. 136 to 135. A very, very close match, folks. But the Red Alliance pulled through and took home the win. Now let's meet the teams in match number 6. Starting off on blue, Team 18270 from Irving, Texas, Robo Players. And joining them, Team 21618 from Cheyenne, Wyoming, Circuit Breakers 4H Robotics. Over on red, Team 16377 from Universal City, Texas, Spicy Ketchup. And their alliance partners, Team 19458 from Potomac, Maryland, Equilibrium.exe. Ochoa is ready to play match 6 in 3, 2, 1, go!
We've got 2 robots, 3 robots moving here in the autonomous period of qualification number 6. There's a Blue Alliance score courtesy of Team 18270 Robo Players. Red Alliance is also continuously scoring cones. Both robots on that Red Alliance cycling between their cone stacks and the junctions to create a very high Red Alliance score going into the tele-operated period.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Blue Alliance also had a very productive autonomous period with Team 18270. Robo Players scoring, it looks like 5 cones on that high junction. Now they're adding 1 Blue Alliance cone to another junction. Team 21618, Circuit Breakers 4H Robotics on the move now. They just got a Blue Alliance cone from the cone stack and very cleanly scored it onto the high junction. Their alliance partner, Team 18270 Robo Players, very quickly scoring cones from the substation. They use a pass-through mechanism on their robot, so their gripper puts the cone into their main scoring mechanism. Team 16377, that Spicy Ketchup just overtook ownership from the Blue Alliance onto a high junction, but it was taken right back by the Robo Players. Also on the Red Alliance is Team 19458 Equilibrium.exe. They're maneuvering through the junctions with a Red Alliance cone in hand and scored it onto a medium junction, earning points for the Red Alliance. 40 seconds left now in qualification, match number 6, and we're looking at a very close score. The Red Alliance is ahead, but only by a few points. These junctions are getting very filled up with cones, especially those high junctions. And we see robots trying to score some last-minute cones. We've got a beacon coming from the Red Alliance, that Spicy Ketchup, with the score on the high junction. Their alliance partner, 19458 Equilibrium.exe, successfully scores a cone on a high junction, and then their beacon onto a low junction. And looks like we've got 1, possibly 2 parks from the Red Alliance just as time expires.
Let's see the scores from Ochoa match 5. That one went to the Red Alliance, 164 to 139. Now let's meet the teams in match number 7. Starting off on the Blue Alliance, Team 5773 from Fremont, California, Ink and Metal. Joining them, Team 5026 from Kimberly, Idaho, Tesla Coils. Over on red, Team 21036 from Goiânia, Brazil, Justice FTC team. Last but not least, Team 14010 from Detroit, Michigan, Techno Phoenix. We're ready to play match 7 in 3. Okay, we're ready to try it again. Match 7 in 3, 2, 1, go!
Right now, we've had 3 attempts at a score, 1 successful score. That comes from the Blue Alliance and Team 5773, Ink and Metal. 10 seconds left here in our autonomous period. We still see some robots on the move. We'll see if they're able to retrieve cones and then score them onto the junctions.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Right away, Team 5026, Tesla Coils, retrieves a Blue Alliance cone from the cone stack and goes to score it. Red Alliance also off to a great start here in qualification match 7. Team 21036, that's Justice FTC team, just scored 2 Red Alliance cones. Looks like we also see a Blue Alliance cone scored on a medium junction from Ink and Metal. Their alliance partner not far behind them, heading back to the substation to retrieve another cone. Red Alliance owns a lot of the junctions on the field right now, but currently the Blue Alliance is ahead in our unofficial score. This Red Alliance is very quickly cycling to and from the Red Alliance substation, retrieving cones from that substation and then maneuvering around the junctions to score them. Just under 1 minute left in this match now, and our Red Alliance is very quickly catching up to this Blue Alliance. We're looking at a score of 99 to 52, but that changes very quickly as our robots on the field score. Team 21036, Justice FTC team, successfully scores, as does the Blue Alliance. Both of those Blue Alliance robots, 1 cone onto a high junction, 1 cone onto a medium junction. 15 seconds left, Blue Alliance still ahead. And we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And time expires, and this one is over.
Let's check out the scores from qualification match number 6. And the winner is the Red Alliance by a score of 230 to 174. The Red Alliance takes that match. Now let's meet the teams here on the field for match number 8. Starting off on blue, Team 6584 from Benito Juarez, Mexico, Rhinos. And their alliance partners, Team 9864 from Shoals, Indiana, Jug Rocks Robotics. Over on red, Team 10355 from Tulsa, Oklahoma, Project Peacock. And their alliance partners, Team 15972 from Pitești, Romania, Technos. Let's begin match number 8. In 3, 2, 1, go!
We see movement from all 4 of our robots. 15-9-7-2. Techno successfully scores for the Red Alliance. That's 2 cones for the Red Alliance on a medium junction. Also 3 cones for the Blue Alliance on medium junctions too. Both of those Blue Alliance robots currently cycling between the medium junctions and the cone stack. 6584 Rhinos also scores on the low junction for the Blue Alliance.
3, 2, 1.
Blue Alliance with a slight lead heading into this driver-controlled period. 9864. Jug Rocks Robotics looking to further that lead. They scored a Blue Alliance cone onto a low junction, and they turn around, go right back for another, and score it in the terminal. Over on the Red Alliance team, 15-9-7-2. That's Technos looking to score, patiently waiting for the Blue Alliance to score, and then overtaking that junction for the Red Alliance. Our other Red Alliance robot on the field, that's Team 10355, Project Peacock. They just successfully scored onto a high junction for the Red Alliance, also taking back ownership of that junction for the Blue Alliance. Ownership, if they have their color cone on top, that's ownership, and that's going to get them extra points for each junction that Alliance owns. 55 seconds left here in qualification match number 8. Currently, our Blue Alliance is ahead, but our Red Alliance is also very strong this match. Team 10355 almost scores. They're so close, but they just missed the mark. Their alliance partner making up for it, though. That's Team 15972 with a score onto a low junction. We're now in endgame. We see 2 robots collide as they both try to maneuver through the junctions, trying to score their cones. Looks like we got 9864 lining up, and they're able to score onto a high junction. 10 seconds left here in this match. We've got a beacon on the field, looking to score it onto a high junction. And that beacon looks to be scored, but the robot still might be touching it, so that's going to be up to the referees to figure out if that is scored or not. We'll come back shortly with the scores.
Let's see the scores for match number 7. That one went to the Blue Alliance, 188 to 92. Well done. Now let's meet the teams here on the field for match number 9. Starting off on blue, team 16-90 from Sanford, Florida, Zip Ties. Joining them, team 14-779 from St. Paul, Minnesota, Spontaneous Construction. Over on red, team 51-59 from Honolulu, Hawaii, Xbots. And last but not least, except numerically, team 636 from Providence, Rhode Island, Occam's Razor Clams. We're ready to play match number 9 in 3, 2, 1, go!
Our first score in qualification, match number 9, happens completely simultaneously. Our Red Alliance scores onto a medium junction. Blue Alliance scores onto a high junction. 10 seconds left in this autonomous period. We still have 2 robots on the move, moving between this cone stack and the junction, earning points for their alliances.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Blue Alliance able to score at the very last second of that autonomous period onto a high junction. Now as we move into the driver-controlled period, we see the Red Alliance trying to catch up to the Blue Alliance. They're not too far behind, only 10 points. But this Red Alliance right now, we've got Team 51, 59, Xbots, they're picking up a cone. Looks like they've got a swerve drive on their robot, so all of the wheels can rotate, and it's very maneuverable. A minute and a half left in this match, and we see 14779 Spontaneous Construction reaching up and scoring a Blue Alliance cone onto a high junction. Red Alliance still in the lead as we come down to almost 1 minute left in this match. We've got Team 636, Occam's Razor Clams. Their small robot just picked up a Red Alliance cone from the substation, scored it onto a low junction, turned around, grabbed another, and is looking at scoring another. 45 seconds left in the match. We've got Team 14779 Spontaneous Construction. They just picked up a cone and scored it onto the medium junction, earning some points for the Blue Alliance there. Now the Blue Alliance is only 6 points behind the Red Alliance. Spontaneous Construction making that up, scoring a blue cone onto a ground junction. 15 seconds left. Looks like we got 2 robots trying to score. Blue Alliance scores onto a high junction. Red Alliance onto a medium. Occam's Razor Clams, 3, 2, 1. So at that last second there, Occam's Razor Clams makes an attempt to score their beacon and a Red Alliance cone in the same cycle and just missed the end of the match.
Now let's see the scores for match number 8. That one went to the Red Alliance, 226 to 215. A fairly close match with that Red Alliance pulling themselves into ranks 5 and 6. Now let's meet the teams here on field number 2 for match 10. Starting off on blue, Team 10391 from Memphis, Tennessee, Lynx Robotics. Joining them, Team 3540 from Hewlett, New York, Robo Boogie. Over on red, Team 14436 from Kingman, Arizona, Roaring Robotics. And of course, Team 10127 from North Kansas City, Missouri, Tesla's Knights. Match 10 is ready. In 3, 2, 1, go!
All 4 of our robots initialize and start moving. We've had a couple attempts at a score. All 4 robots have yet to score, though. Our first score of the match comes from Team 10127. That's Tesla's Knights. They scored a Red Alliance cone onto a medium junction and now scored another Red Alliance cone. They're going back for a third, and they scored that third Red Alliance cone for the Red Alliance.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Blue Alliance also earning some points during that autonomous period. The Blue Alliance points came from parking in the proper signal zone. Red Alliance is in the lead right now, a score of 75-20, but we're going to see that score change as soon as a robot scores onto a junction. 10127, Tesla's Knights, picking up a Red Alliance cone out of the substation. Meanwhile, on the Blue Alliance, we just saw team 10391, Lynx Robotics. They scored onto the high. They scored onto the high again for the Blue Alliance, going back for a third. Team 10127, along with their alliance partner, Team 14436, Roaring Robotics, both score Red Alliance cones onto the junctions as we come into just under 1 minute left here in qualification match 10. Lynx Robotics, Team 10391, filling up that junction, that high junction with a lot of Blue Alliance cones. Looks like there's about 7 cones on that junction. Red Alliance, on the other hand, they are playing the ownership game. They have a lot of junctions that have Red Alliance cones scored onto them. For each junction that they own, they're going to earn some extra points. 20 seconds left now in the match. We see 10127, Tesla's Knights, making a last-second scoring attempt onto the Red Alliance, onto the high junction for the Red Alliance. Meanwhile, Team 10391, Lynx Robotics, was able to score their beacon and a Blue Alliance cone, both within the same cycle, just before time expires here in qualification match number 10.
And now let's get the scores for match number 9. That one went to the Blue Alliance, 153 to 100. Blue Alliance takes that win. Now let's meet the teams here on the field for Ochoa match 11. Starting off on blue, let's hear it for team 6220 from Woodinville, Washington, Drift, Dinosaurs Racing and Food Trucks. Joining them, team 18185 from Fairbanks, Alaska, Light Botics. Over on red, team 18840 from Victoria, British Columbia, Reynolds Robo Runners. And of course, let's hear it for team 16008 from Glastonbury, Connecticut, Armored Artemises. Match 11 is ready to go. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Right off the bat, 2 robots score, 1 for red, 1 for blue. A second Blue Alliance, almost a second Blue Alliance score. There's a second Blue Alliance score from team 18185, Light Botics. 2 robots still on the move here with about 3 seconds left here in the autonomous period.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Looks like we also had some successful parks there in the autonomous period from the Blue Alliance, which was able to earn them some points to set them ahead of the Red Alliance, currently looking at an unofficial score of 71 to 49. 57 make that, with the Blue Alliance ahead. Red Alliance quickly catching up with team 18840, Reynolds Robo Runners. They're running across the field. They scored onto a low junction. Then they scored into the terminal. Let's see where they're scored next. It's a high junction. A lot of points made up there for the Red Alliance. Even had a circuit there for a second. We'll see if they can get that circuit back and maintain it at the end of the match. All cones up in the air. All cones now scored on junctions. Very quick scoring going on from both alliances here as they try to maneuver around not only their alliance partner, but also the other alliance. 50 seconds left here in qualification, match number 11. Blue Alliance currently in the lead, 62-20. Drift looking to further that lead. They take back ownership of a high junction. Armored Artemises has an answer to that. They score a Red Alliance cone of their own onto the high junction, also taking back ownership simultaneously. There's that Red Alliance circuit again. We'll see if they can maintain that through the end of the match. We've got about 17 seconds left here. We've got a Blue Alliance cone up in the air from team 6220. We also see a Red Alliance beacon up in the air. That's from Armored Artemises, who go and score that onto a ground junction just as time expires here in qualification, match 11.
Let's see the scores from match number 10. That one went to the Red Alliance, 183-88. Red Alliance moving themselves into ranks 7 and 8. Now let's meet the teams here on the field for match 12. Starting off, team 19207. From Shenxi District, NK Shrimps. Joining them, 17,628 from Fargo, North Dakota, Grover Robotics. Over on red, team 20,914 from Surat, India, Lab Fusion. And joining them, 21,397 from Dollar d'Anois in Quebec, Sonic Rover. Match 12 will begin in 3, 2, 1, go!
Robots are off in the autonomous period, and the first score in qualification, match 12, comes from team 21,397, Sonic Rover. And very quickly, just as their name suggests, they are quickly scoring from the cone stack onto this high junction. That's 4 cones on the high junction so far. Also on this blue alliance, we saw team 12,907, NK Shrimps, score looks like 5 cones onto the low junction.
1.
Now our robots come back to life as drivers pick up their controls. We've got team 17,628, that's Grover Robotics. They just got a cone from their substation and very quickly scored it onto the low junction. Now they're going for a medium junction. We'll see what they go for next as they grab this last Blue Alliance cone out of the substation. A minute and a half left in this match, and the Blue Alliance is trailing the Red Alliance only by a few points, so we'll see them catch up pretty quickly here. Red Alliance has a great setup going on here with their scoring. You can see the team 21,397, Sonic Rover, their robots staying in the same exact spot. But they reach out their arm. They're reaching out to the substation. They bring that cone back in. They pass it through to their scoring mechanism. It grabs it, turns it, and scores it. We're also seeing a similar thing from their alliance partner, Team 20914. That's Lab Fusion. Looks like they're also grabbing a cone, passing it through, and then scoring it. Blue Alliance Team 19,207, NK Shrimps. Looks like they just scored a Blue Alliance cone. Now they're maneuvering through the junctions, headed back over to the other side of the field. Team 17,628 just picked up a beacon and a cone. The cone falls out of their grasp, but they still got their beacon. 7 seconds left. That is a Blue Alliance beacon scored. There's also a Red Alliance beacon scored as time comes to 0.
we've got the scores ready for you. First, from match 11. Let's get the scores from match 11. Okay, let's try that once again. Can we get the scores from match 11, please? There we go. Match 11 went to the Blue Alliance by a score of 212 to 180. Well done. Now, can we get the scores from match 12? That we can. That one went to the Red Alliance by a score of 220 to 136. Well done. We'll see you back here tomorrow for more exciting matches on the Ochoa division. Well done.